The ocean holds secrets that are deeper than any abyss. There, beneath the rolling waves, lives a creature of unimaginable power and size. The giant grouper. One of the most elusive and dangerous predators of the sea. And for the brave souls who hunt them, it's more than a battle, it's a test of courage, skill, and patience. Today, we're diving into a story like no other. A story where man meets beast in a fight for survival. Where every move counts, and the stakes are nothing short of life and death. This is the thrilling world of monster grouper hunting. The giant grouper, a creature so powerful, it can drag a fisherman and his boat into the depths with a single surge. But it's not just its size that makes it so formidable. It's its instinct, its ability to sense danger before it strikes. Cautious. Cunning. Elusive. Preparing giant hooks with live bait such as tuna and squid is an essential part of the process of hunting for giant groupers, one of the most powerful and dangerous predators in the ocean. This preparation not only requires high-level technical skills but also a deep understanding of the grouper's behavior and habitat. Live bait is a crucial factor in attracting giant groupers because these fish are natural predators that prefer lively prey. Live bait not only makes the catch more enticing but also increases the chances of the grouper taking the bait, as it mimics real prey movements. Tuna and squid are two popular choices for live bait because they are large, agile, and can effectively stimulate the curiosity of the grouper. Tuna provides a significant amount of meat and a strong scent, while squid can move flexibly in the water, creating the liveliness needed to attract the fish. Choosing the hook. The hooks used for giant grouper hunting need to be large and strong enough to withstand the extreme pulling power of the fish. These hooks must be made of durable materials that can resist corrosion and stress in the salty marine environment. Attaching live bait like tuna or squid requires delicate skill. The bait must be securely hooked so that it can still swim freely in the water without getting stuck or injured. This technique ensures the bait's natural movement, making it more attractive to the grouper. Maintaining the liveliness of the bait. One of the critical elements in using live bait is keeping the bait fresh and lively. Fishermen typically use tanks with clean water and ensure a constant supply of oxygen to maintain the bait's vitality and continuous movement until it's released into the sea. Attracting giant groupers. Using live bait is an effective method of attracting giant groupers because they are easily deceived by the natural movements of the bait. Giant groupers are very cautious predators and will only attack prey that they feel is safe and easy to overpower. Live bait not only attracts the fish but also provides a sense of safety for the grouper when striking, giving the fisherman a higher chance of success. Increasing the chances of success, the liveliness of the bait helps increase the success rate of catching a giant grouper. The bait's movements make it easier for fishermen to notice when the grouper has taken the bait and prepare for the intense battle to reel it in. Giant groupers are very cautious. Although live bait is highly effective, giant groupers are highly cautious and hard to deceive. They may approach the bait but often test the safety of the environment before attacking. Therefore, fishermen need a lot of patience and experience to handle situations when the grouper gets close but does not take the bait. The challenge of reeling the fish in, once the grouper takes the bait, pulling it to the surface is no easy task. With its immense size and strength, the grouper can exert powerful forces, challenging the fishermen and their equipment. Thus, technique and teamwork among the fishermen are crucial for a successful hunt. Supporting technology. To optimize the process of hunting giant groupers, fishermen today use modern devices such as GPS, sonar fish finders, and underwater cameras to accurately identify the reefs where groupers live. These tools enhance safety, efficiency, and effectiveness in locating and tracking the fish. Using technology on boats. With the help of these innovations, fishermen can avoid dangerous waters, save fuel, and reduce occupational accidents. However, despite technological advancements, the human element remains the most crucial factor. Preparing giant hooks and attaching live bait like tuna and squid is a meticulous and challenging process, requiring patience and skill from the fishermen. This is not just a regular hunt, it is a real battle between humans and nature, where intelligence, experience, and technology come together to deal with one of the ocean's most formidable predators. It is a struggle of endurance, where tradition and modern technology converge to bring the giant grouper story to life. The struggle to reel in the line during the hunt for the giant grouper is a real challenge, not just physically but also technically and mentally. The giant grouper, with its incredible strength and size, can exert an extreme amount of force when it takes the bait. Once the grouper bites the hook, it immediately tries to pull the line down to the ocean floor, putting tremendous pressure on the fisherman. This immense pulling force is not only a physical challenge but also a psychological battle, as the fisherman must remain calm and control the line. The fishing line must endure tremendous force, and if not properly controlled, it can snap. Keeping the line intact as the grouper struggles in the water is one of the biggest challenges the fishermen face. The struggle to reel in the line under the scorching sun makes the fishermen work tirelessly. Sweating heavily, their arms and legs feel like they're about to give out, but they must continue pulling with all their strength. Every time they pull, their body feels like it's being torn apart, but they can't stop. While their body is fighting against the massive fish, the fishermen must stay alert to every movement of the grouper and ensure the line doesn't snap or get tangled. The mental strain adds to the physical exhaustion, making the battle even more intense. Reeling in the giant grouper is not something one fisherman can do alone. The fishermen must coordinate perfectly with each other, each taking on a specific role. One will hold the line, another will assist with the pull, and another will be ready with tools like a crane or harpoon when the fish is close enough. The giant grouper doesn't easily surrender, it continuously thrashes and struggles, trying to escape from the fisherman's control. In these moments, the fishermen need patience and skill to handle the situation when the grouper approaches but doesn't take the bait. When the grouper is close to the boat, timing becomes critical. The fishermen must act swiftly and precisely to bring the fish aboard, using the right tools before the fish manages to escape back into the ocean. A moment of carelessness could result in failure. Even after bringing the fish aboard, the giant grouper continues to thrash about, and the fishermen must quickly clean and preserve the fish to maintain the quality of the meat. This process requires speed, accuracy, and professional handling skills. The struggle to reel in the giant grouper is not just a hunt, it's a relentless battle. Every time the fishermen manage to pull a little, they face the next challenge. This is a test of strength, patience, and perfect coordination between humans and nature. Reeling in the giant grouper and bringing it aboard is not just a simple fishing task. It is a true test of physical endurance, skill, and perseverance. From the grouper's immense strength to the physical and mental strain on the fishermen, every moment in this battle is filled with drama. It is only through determination and flawless teamwork that the fishermen can face these challenges and bring home the prize. The giant grouper, Epinephelini, one of the most powerful and valuable fish species, is currently facing a significant decline in population. This is an urgent issue not only for fishermen but also for the seafood industry and marine conservation efforts. One of the main reasons for the decline in giant grouper numbers is overfishing, especially in recent years as the demand for grouper meat has risen sharply. This fish is prized in high-end dishes such as sashimi, grilled dishes, and luxury seafood offerings. Intense and uncontrolled fishing has severely reduced the number of giant groupers in the wild. Methods like bottom trawling, explosive fishing, and other environmentally harmful techniques are causing serious damage to the ecosystems where groupers live. The use of these methods not only reduces the grouper population but also destroys their natural habitats, especially coral reefs, which are essential to their survival. Giant groupers primarily live in coral reefs and deep-sea areas where they hunt and breed. However, the degradation of these habitats due to pollution, climate change, and excessive resource extraction has led to a drastic reduction in the areas where groupers can thrive. Coral bleaching, rising ocean temperatures, and water pollution have all contributed to the shrinking and degradation of the groupers' environment. Giant groupers rely on stable environments to reproduce, but when these areas are destroyed, their reproductive capabilities are affected. The loss of coral reefs, where grouper larvae grow, makes it difficult for these fish to reproduce and survive in the wild. Climate change is a significant factor contributing to the decline in giant grouper populations. Rising ocean temperatures are altering ocean currents and impacting the marine ecosystems where groupers live. This affects their food sources and disrupts their breeding areas. Pollution from plastics, oil spills, and chemicals is polluting the habitats of giant groupers. These pollutants not only harm other marine life but also degrade the water quality, making the environment less hospitable for grouper development. The giant grouper is highly valuable in international markets, especially in Japan, South Korea, and China, where its meat is considered a luxury food. The increasing demand for grouper in these markets has led to more intense fishing, which exacerbates the depletion of the species. Although there are conservation measures and regulations in place to protect giant groupers, management and enforcement are still challenging. Illegal fishing and overfishing continue in many areas, making it hard to control the population effectively. The decline in the giant grouper population today is a serious issue that threatens the survival of this species in the future. Overfishing, habitat degradation, climate change, and high demand are the main factors causing this decline. However, with solutions such as sustainable aquaculture, habitat protection, and public awareness campaigns, we can still hope for a sustainable future for giant groupers and other valuable marine species. The giant grouper is not just a fish, it is a symbol of strength, resilience, and the harmonious relationship between humans and nature. But if we don't act now, these mythical creatures could become a memory, no longer seen in our oceans. Conserving the giant grouper is not just the responsibility of fishermen or environmental organizations. It's a responsibility for all of us. If we don't change our perspective on the ocean, if we don't take action to protect it, these magnificent creatures will only exist in the stories of the past. Join us in the journey to protect the oceans, to protect the magnificent creatures within it. Together, we can help the giant grouper continue to thrive in its natural environment. Join us in the journey to protect the oceans, to protect the magnificent creatures within it. Together, we can help the giant grouper continue to thrive in its natural environment.